Blazing on TCG here with a legacy deck tech for you guys, courtesy of Mr. G, one of my friends who came up with this deck.
Hey there. Okay, when the Unbroken Bond set came out, we had this Slowbro here, which has the attack 3 strikes. Flip 3 coins, does 100 damage for each heads. If all of them are tails, you lose the game. Now, that seems like a really risky card, and at first I thought, but then I started thinking, are there more cards like that? And it gave me the idea to build a gamble deck. So, obviously, to start out with the deck, we have 4 of these Slowbro that have the 3 strike attack. And then we have 4 Slowpoke from the same set of Unbroken Bonds, because obviously you need to evolve Slowpoke into Slowbro. And then we have 2 Connies, which come from the Sword and Shield base set. And they're in here because of the Whimsicott, also from the Sword and Shield base set, with the attack Conride, where you flip a coin and then you shuffle your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their deck. So either you get rid of their active Pokemon, or you do nothing, which is, in a way, very risky. Then we have Volcanion Prism Star, which is in here for its ability so that you may discard a water energy attack from your hand, and if you do, you switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon, and then its attack for 3 water energy does 100, plus 20 more for each of their benched Pokemon, so not bad for an attacker if you need it. Then we have Victini from Guardians Rising, which is obviously only in here for its ability Victory Star, which once per turn, any coin flips, you can choose to ignore it and reflip them again. So you need that when you're playing Slowbro. Then we have another high-risk Pokemon card in here, Delibird. This one comes all the way back from EX Team Rocket Returns, which, for 2 energies, you flip 3 coins. If one of them is heads, you do 4 damage to their defending Pokemon. If 2 are heads, then remove 1 damage from them. But if all of them are heads, you do 10 damage put 10 damage counters on them, and then if all of them are tails, you can heal all of them. So, again, it's very risky. Plus, its ability isn't too bad either. It lets you shuffle 1 card from your hand into your deck and then draw 1 card. So, kind of lets you reshuffle your hand a bit. Then we have the oldest card in here, known as Gambler, all the way from the Fossil set back at the beginning of the game, where you this one lets you shuffle your hand into the deck to flip a coin. If heads, you draw 8, tails, draw 1. So, again, very risky. You can have potentially 8 cards, or you only get 1. Then we have Rocket Secret Experiment from Gym Challenge. You flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for any card, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. If tails, you can't play any trainer cards until the end of the turn. So, if you're going to play it, make sure you do it after you play all your other trainers first. That way, you don't have to worry for a turn. Then we have a Dive Ball, which comes from Primal Clash. Lets you search for any water Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then you get to shuffle your deck. We have 2 Aqua Patches from Guardians Rising to get water energies from our discard pile onto one of our benched Pokemon, which is really good since they're all either colorless attacks or use water energies. Then we have Cyrus Prism Star, which is a misprint one I have, where it says you don't have to have any, or if you don't have a water or steel in play, but it's supposed to be if you don't have a water or steel in your active spot. But this one lets you choose 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon and shuffle the other cards into their deck. Then we have 1 Mars, also from Ultra Prism. Lets you draw 2 cards. If you do, then you get to discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Then we have 2 Evo Sodas, which is good for searching out the Slowbro or Connie, and it lets you... These come from either the base set, X and Y, or Generation set. And as I was saying, these let you search out either the Slowbro or the Whimsicott, and lets you to evolve them from the Slowpoke or Connie. Then we have an Evolution Incense, which comes from the Sword and Shield base set, which is kind of the same as the Evo Soda, except instead of evolving it, It just adds it to your hand so that you can have it ready for the next turn. Then we have 2 Captious Buckets, which come from the Rebel Clash. And these let you search your deck for 2 water energies, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then you shuffle your deck. Great for searching for energies if you don't happen to have any. Then we have 2 Switch Wraps from Dragon Majesty, which are kind of hard to find. It took forever. I had to buy these ones online. These let you search or switch any water Pokemon with a bench one, and then if you do, you heal 30 damage from the Pokemon, your active Pokemon that you moved onto the bench, which is good for when they have a low amount of health anyways. Then we have 2 Dans from the, what is that? The Rebel Clash. And you draw 2 cards, and then you and your opponent plays rock, paper, scissors. If you win, you get to draw 2 more cards. If not, well, you only get to draw 2. So it's kind of a, do I want more cards? Then we have 2 Lanas, which come from either Burning Shadows, which is the regular one you see here, or you can get a full art from Ultra Prism. These let you heal 50 damage from each of your Pokemon that have water energies attached, which is good in this deck since that's all it contains is water energy. Then we have 2 Illumas, which come from the Sun and Moon base set, which this one is kind of like the Gambler, except it's for each player, and then you shuffle the cards into your deck, and then you flip the coin. If heads, the player that gets heads would get to draw 6, the player that gets tails only gets to draw 3, so it can help out your opponent, it can also screw them over. So, and then we have 4 Crasher Wakes, which come from Forbidden Light. These let you discard 2 water energies from your hand. If you do, search your deck for 2 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Another great way to search for one of the other trainer cards that is useful in the deck. And then for those that like to make their own luck, which is very essential for any gambler, they will tell you, is you get a, with the Will, which comes from the Cosmic Eclipse, next time you use a card that uses a coin flip, or for an attack, ability, or trainer card, you can choose heads or tail for the first one. So, helpful for that Slowbro, where you need at least 1 head so you don't lose the game. And then, as with every Pokemon deck, you need energies to attack, so we have 10 water energies.
And please do not disrespect this deck tech, please. So please be kind to him. So if you enjoyed this video, he wants to say something.
I can tell it after.
If you enjoyed this video, give me a like. You want more videos like this, please subscribe to Glaceon TCG.
And as this is a deck for gambling, if you do have a gambling addiction, please seek help. This is just for fun. So